Hey, welcome back to another vlog. So today's Saturday, which means it's not a full weekend that we're going away. So we're doing a stealth one tonight. We're going to go somewhere not too far from our house, probably about a half an hour drive away. But this one's got a bit of a twist to it. I'll tell you more in a minute when you find out where we're going. But first, we're going to go to get some food so we can cook some dinner up while we're there. Here we go, Hackpen Hill. So up here in the distance, you might just be able to make it out on the camera. There's the one of the White Horse Hills. So kind of well known around this sort of area. Just at the top of the hill here is where we're heading to. There is a bit of a car park, bit of a lay-by kind of thing at the top here, and this is where we're going to be staying. But that's when the twist happens. I'll tell you more about the twist in a minute. Here we go, there's the White Horse up there on the hill. So we just got to go past this bit, just a little bit further at the top here. It's on the left where we're going. Someone up there just chilling out, enjoying the views. Here we are then. So all parked up. Couple of other campers. I don't know if you can see down there, but there's a car park just down there. It's quite well known car park. I'll tell you more about that in a minute, but this is our view for the night. Pretty high up, so we can pretty much see most of the area around us. So right, let's go get in the van, let's go get some food cooking, so I'm starved. So for tonight's cook up, we have got, if I can get it out with one hand, here we go. So we've got some tandoori four lamb leg steaks from Lidl. So we're going to get these to cook up tonight. We got some tender stem broccoli to go with it. Some tomatoes. And then we also got some chilies as well. These smell incredible. Cool, so here's the twist for the night. So you just all saw where we are, which, like I said, is not too far away from where we live. This place is absolutely, incredibly known for being a dogger site. So, not that we're into dogging or anything like that, but so we're gonna stay here tonight and see who else stays. You know, there might not be anyone yet, but you never know. So hopefully, you know, we stay here tonight and we don't actually get that awkward knock on the door. So. Hey babe, what would you do if we got the knock on the door?
Leave.
That means getting out the van, which means you're going to have to actually face the people.
Yeah.
So, would you get out and talk to them?
Absolutely not.
Would you tell them that it's not for you?
I wouldn't say anything.
Yeah. So, that's what tonight is. Tonight is just a random stealth camp. You know, we're going to cook up some food. We're going to go for a nice walk in a little bit. Probably watch some movies or something. Oh, actually, not movies. I don't know if anyone's seen it, but season 2 of Ransom Canyon is now out. So we have actually binged a little bit of this. So we probably only got about, I think maybe 3 left to watch. So we might watch some of them tonight. So but that's the plan. And probably can't tell by the way we're sat, but we are actually on the wonk a little bit. So we're gonna wait till it gets darker, because obviously I don't really think you're meant to stay up here. So we're gonna wait till it gets darker and probably then jump out the van, stick the leveling blocks underneath to level it up so that we can get a good night's sleep. So I suppose the downside to that being is if we've got to get out of here quick, if someone knocks on the door, if one of those let's not say anything, let's not call them names, if one of those other people knock on the door and make it a bit awkward and we want to leave, maybe the leveling blocks is not a good idea. Maybe I'll just move the van slightly and find somewhere a little bit more level, but we'll soon see. Hey, here we go. So we've chopped up some red chilies ready, and got the lambs on the go inside the pan, and then the tender stems we've just like lightly salted and put a bit of fry light on the tender stems, and then we're actually going to put the chilies in with it. Here we go. So it's all about the spice, isn't it? Honestly, I wish I could somehow send a smell through this microphone so you guys could smell it. Those lambs they smell incredible. The flavour on them. Probably one of the best things I'd say about doing the whole van life thing is, rather than sitting indoors, we actually get out and do stuff like this, and we cook up such random meals sometimes. We're not really your norm kind of eaters, so we just take a trip to the shop, have a little random walk around and just grab whatever we want, even if it don't really sort of match. If we could just throw it together as a meal or such, that's what we do. So we've been cooking in here for a few minutes, and we've had to open the back door already. We've got the window open, standard, as we're cooking. Whew, it's getting warm in here, so I might even get the side door open in a minute. But the only thing with doing that is where the hobs are so close to it, because it is windy, we're on top of the hill, it does blow the flame. So I might just crack the door a little bit and see how that is. Here we go. Here's the final product. How is it?
Really good.
Yeah, you tried your lamb?
Yeah, I've tried. It's really good.
So food's all done. That was not as good as we thought it was going to be. The lamb was really fatty. Tender stem was good, obviously, and the tomatoes were good, but definitely will not be getting that lamb again. But it has got mega hot in here, so we've put the fans on. I cracked the back door open a bit. We've still got the side window open, just to try and get some airflow through here. So we're just going to sit in the back for a bit, boil the kettle, which we're doing right now, just so we can do the washing up, get everything cleaned up, get the plates and everything put away in the saucepan and everything else. And just gonna set the camera up over here a sec. There we go. Cool. So little things we're going to sort of talk about in here is how we actually got into camper vanning. So this is going back some years now. We had an estate car for work, and we one day decided to empty the car out, put an airbed in the back, put the back seats down, and drive off down the coast. We actually went to St Ives, didn't we, on our first trip?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we stayed in the train station car park in St Ives that night. So we drove there. By the time we got there, because to us that's like a 3.5 hour drive, so it did take us a while to get there. But when we got there, we actually parked up in the train station car park. We had the bed already pumped up in the back there, and we spent the night on an airbed in the back of our Renault Megane estate car, and that there was the start of us, doing our camping, really, our stealth camping. So we did actually have a great trip that trip. We got up in the morning really, really early, went and had a freezing cold swim, literally as sun was rising, while we were in the sea at Carbis Bay, which I don't know if anyone's ever been to Carbis Bay before. I highly recommend it. Absolutely stunning beach. So yeah, we started off doing that, and then followed up by going to St Michael's Mount. So we went off to St Michael's Mount and had a little walk up through the pathway that goes up through the sea, up to the island, and then back again. But that was our first taster. After that, we actually we went on and bought a caddy. One of those British Gas ones, the blue ones, the caddy maxis with the twin sliding doors. Done a full conversion on that. Put a rock and roll bed in there. Nice flooring down, sound deadening, insulation, carpet. It was done really, really nice. We used that an awful lot, that one. Obviously we fix cars, that's what we do. So after having the caddy for a little while, Alex then decides she would like one. So we bought one without seeing it, and we bought a project one. So this one that we bought was a rat damaged one. Now, a fisherman owned it, and he left his bait in the van all winter. Now, obviously, the rats smelt the bait, and they just got their way into the van, and they just ate everything. I mean, they ate part of the engine loom. They ate the loom that runs between the engine bay and into the cab. That was completely gone, including the grommet, completely gone. They chewed the seats, seat belts. They chewed some of the plastic trims. They'd been everywhere, absolutely everywhere in it. So that was our project, and the goal was at the end that was going to be Alex's van, which he then called the she van. So we spent probably, what do you reckon, how long did that take? 2 months?
Maybe, yeah. I can't remember now. Was that long ago?
Yeah, it took roughly about 2 months of doing it. So obviously I remade the wiring loom that run between the body and the engine, and we got it all up and running. I had to change a couple of injectors. It was one of those the 1.6 engines that go through the injectors. A couple of the injectors were no good at all, so swapped them out. And then we bought a Copart crashed caddy. We worked out it was cheaper to get the parts off of a crashed one than it was for us to actually keep giving the main dealers a call and buying bits here and there, because just like rubber trims, like rubber boots that run around like your doors and stuff, where they've been chewed, and they were expensive. They were £150 each and things like that, and then we needed a seat and everything. And so what we did, we bought one from Copart. That turned up, it did run, although it was crashed front and rear, but we basically stripped it down for parts, and we fitted new seats. We fitted a whole new dashboard, so we swapped the dashes over. We put obviously a nice flooring in the back. We've done all the camper stuff again, the sound deadening, the insulation. Did it a little bit different from what my one was. Mine had a rock and roll bed, so this one we did with the bed towards one side, and it worked really well. We put a big projector screen up inside it and stuff, and we done a trip in that. We only done the one trip in that one though, so we didn't really have it long. Got it all up and running. Everything was brilliant. Everything worked. Everything was great. Although it was a really big project. We obviously then moved that one on, and we got rid of the caddy, and then moved on to this Renault Traffic. So that's where this one began. We've been around. We've done quite a bit of travelling in this. We've had it a year and a half now, so that's gone quick, isn't it?
Too quick.
Yeah. So in a year and a half, we've almost put 40,000 miles on this van. We do look after the van though. We look after it. It wants for nothing. Everything it needs, it has. It gets serviced every 5,000 miles. So every 5, we do an interim, so an oil change basically. And then when it gets to the 10, we then do a full service, and then back to the 5, and then the 10 again, and so on. So it's regular. It's always looked after. Anything that's gone,
it gets done. You know, we had a top mount bearing go on it, so it started clunking a bit when I started turning. You know, that week that was sorted. You know, so I kind of figured you look after your van looks after you. We make a lot of memories in this van. We do a lot of trips, and you know, just evenings like this. You know, even the simple ones. You know, it's better than sitting at home. We get out, we do a bit of walking. Like you've seen before, we bring Albie with us quite a lot of the time as well. He loves the van. We haven't brought him tonight because we're only doing one night, and Aidan, our son's at home. He's going to obviously have Albie for the night and look after him. So we're out, just us two, just on a stealth dogging night. I don't think she heard me say that. Did you hear that?
We're not getting involved.
I know we're not.
Oh.
Yeah, but so yeah, that's it. We're gonna get this all washed up and dried up, and then we're gonna go for a nice long walk. Do you know what I've just realised?
What?
I was actually meant to wash up. You're washing up.
Oh, there was a problem then.
No. What we do in our household is the person who cooks doesn't clean. We've had that.
Usually.
Yeah, we've had that rule for a long time, and it works well with us. Obviously, we live quite busy lifestyles, so it generally is whoever's home first or whoever's available first to do the dinner, and then the next person is the person that does the washing up. So I've actually missed it this time. Whoops.
Crafty.
That actually wasn't planned. Yeah. So we're just going for our walk now. So at the minute we're in a bit of a health thing. We're trying to get as many steps in as we can possibly get in a day. Obviously monitoring them on our watches. So at the minute, because we've done a really big walk today already anyway, I'm at 15,000. So probably just going to do a couple of thousand walk. Just sort of heading down this way. So this is a byway. The byway is literally where we've parked. It's really windy at the minute, so I'm hoping you can still hear it all right. But we're not exactly equipped for this. We're kicking around in shorts, but we did bring a fleece, and I did bring my poncho. Tell me you're a camper van man without having a poncho, eh? Here we go, here's some more of the views. We was hoping to see the sunset tonight, but there seems to be quite a lot of clouds up in the sky. The sun doesn't set for another hour and a half, I think it is, roughly. So hopefully some of these clouds move, but there's a lot of them. We may not actually get to see it tonight, but who wants to see what Alex has got to say? Yep, I think it's time that we hear from Alexandra. Yep. Yeah, come on, don't be shy.
Hi everybody.
So tell me about yourself, Alexandra.
No.
Come on.
There's nothing to say. I'm camera shy. How about that?
Okay, what was yesterday?
Our anniversary.
What anniversary was it? Let's start with that. Let's get you talking on the camera.
5 years married.
5 years married to me, you lucky bugger.
I think you're the lucky one, sunshine.
Eh?
I think you're the lucky one.
Yeah, I know I am. Yeah. Here we go. We've got to get Alexandra used to using the camera. We've got to get her talking a bit more. So, because it can't just all be me. This is a joint channel.
I'm fine with it being you.
Yeah, it's got to be both. It has got to be both of us.
Okie dokie.
Yeah. Look, you're smiling because you're nervous. Are you nervous?
No.
Talk.
No.
You got this?
No.
What do you love most about the camper van life?
Memories, adventures, people. The
What?
community's very friendly.
The community is very, very friendly. You know, it's good. It is a great way of making friends. And get out and just do random stuff. Park in a field, speak to random people. It is a good lifestyle to have, isn't it?
Amazing.
One word?
Amazing.
Just the one word.
That'll do.
So we're back off our walk now. We've set the van up in night mode, as we call it. So we basically just got the bed out. We've got a sleeping bag on the go tonight because whenever we do a stealth camp, we just want something quick and easy. So no quilt tonight, just sleeping bag and a blanket. A little Ransom Canyon set up on the tablet. So let's just go have a look outside. It is actually quite dark out there in a minute. However, obviously I've got the light on the GoPro, so kind of lights it up a bit better than it actually is. It's really windy up here. The van is shaking, but still, it's all good. I don't know if any other camper vans have stayed, so we're going to watch an episode of Ransom Canyon, and then after the episode ends, I think what we'll do is get out and go and have a look, see who else is up here, or if we're on our own. Right, that's it, we're back in now, so we're going to call it a night now.
Night.
Alright, so we'll see you in the morning. Just about to have my morning coffee, so just wanted to show you guys my view. So, cheers. So a little thing that we do before we leave anywhere is just go around and pick up a few things of rubbish. Not that it's our rubbish or anything like that, but you know, we like to leave it as we find it, or if not better, leave no trace kind of thing. And that's the end of our night away in our stealth camp. So although it was Doggers Point, we didn't have anyone come and knock on the door. There was a couple of cars kicking around in the car park going on to just gone midnight last night, and then another camper van that stayed. He was just literally behind us, but that was it. There was no one else. It was nice and peaceful. It's extremely windy all night, and it rained quite a bit last night. It rained quite a bit this morning, which was nice. So I really like it when it rains when we're in the camper. Obviously the sound of the rain on the van and when you're in the camper, it's all warm and cozy. Inside the van was about 21 degrees last night, which is a nice temperature. We have had some stupidly hot temperatures lately, so the van has really been a sweat box. You know, we've had the windows open, the van on, things like that, but last night didn't need to. Yeah, it cooled down quite a bit last night. I think it helped where we were so high up as well, and the wind was mega. I mean, the van was swaying a little bit, but that was that. So I think we're going to wrap this one up right about now. This is the end of our stealth camp vlog at Hack Pen Hill. Alright, so if any of you guys want to see anything more like this, leave it in the comments, and we'll start doing a little bit more stealth camps on here as well as the sites. Alright.